What, this best? Yeah.
The final one. Gotta do por poquito, ¿no? No mames, diablo, no está diciendo.
Smell.
Casi igual. Creo que me va a hacer los demás otra vez. Ya voy a supposed to do these two. Luego ya se van a hacer los demás porque hice este. Y el que faltaba.
Like room for your cars, like small room.
Oh,
You know, like the automatic, like sound sprays.
I'm gonna get angry.
¿Opción extra?
Yo creo que hay para hacerla en la computadora. Creo que hay para hacer esto en la computadora. Sounds like one sounds good.
All right. Here's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. On Tuesday of next week, you'll be taking your Unit 4 test. On Thursday of next week, you'll be taking your final exam, and then we will be done together, ladies and gentlemen. So, you'll find out when I go away and I don't come back. So,
You're gonna retire?
no.
Well, so what does that mean?
That means you won't see me every day.
Oh,
So, unless you stop by my room, you will not see me after next week, Thursday.
well, I thought you meant you were gonna like leave and never come back. Like,
I'm
retire.
getting close.
Yeah.
Getting close.
A year or two.
3 at maximum.
Oh, all right.
So, all right. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap up the unit.
That's good for you, Mr. Grant.
Sounds like a lot of people are having fun chatting instead of learning.
You shut up. I mean, can you be quiet?
Probably Mr. Grant.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, if the shoe fits.
Oh, it didn't.
Well, you gotta fit it like that.
No, because I thought you were talking.
Hey, quiet.
Thanks for the help. If I need it, I'll let you know, Martin. So, today, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about a couple things. We have to talk about tensile strength. We have a little demonstration, kind of a little mini lab for you to do. Then we're going to talk about force of attraction and what all of these things has to do with chain length. Here's the question of the day, though. If you had to lose one of your senses, Amarian, put that down. Don't play with it. Put it under your desk for now. Put it under your desk for now, or it can come up here.
I need to use it.
No, you do not.
Do you not use it?
I don't care what it is. Put it away, please.
But Miss Lizette told me to massage my arm.
What?
She told me to massage my arm.
Not in my class. Put it away.
She told me to do it every hour.
Well, good news. You can take the rest of this class off and do it afterwards, and you'll still be in time for next hour.
What?
Okay? So, if you had to lose one of your senses, ladies and gentlemen, which one are you willing to lose? Sight, sound, smell,
Awareness.
touch, or taste?
Smell.
Smell. Why smell, Christian?
we have to smell all the stinky stuff.
They wouldn't have to smell all the stinky stuff. Manny, did you say smell as well?
Yeah.
Why?
Because during COVID, it got rid of my taste and it's worst feeling ever.
Okay.
So comparing that to my smell, I'd rather just get rid of that.
Okay. Okay. What sense you want to get rid of, Genesis? If you had to lose one, you pick one, you get to lose whichever one you choose. What one are you getting rid of? Smelly? Right? Adeline? Smell? Amari?
Taste.
Right? Yomali? Smell? Susan? Touch? All right. Natalie? Okay. Jonathan? Took a long time to think about that one. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Evelyn? Smell? Right? So you guys don't want to ever walk in.
Listen.
You don't ever want to walk into a home again and smell something fresh out of the oven? Or walk outside on a nice sunny day and smell the fresh flowers or things like that around you?
What if you can't see? You won't be able to see them.
You don't have to know.
Again, I didn't say you had to give up sight.
You're not
You don't
gonna
want to touch it. You won't be able to feel it.
You know,
Alright.
Mr. Brand, because of my allergies, I can never smell for most of my life. So
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Jordan,
Small.
They're not the only one they stink.
Esmeralda.
I said what you want to say.
Wow, turning into a clean slate. Calvin, what sense are you willing to give up? Well, you got to pick one. Luckily, it's not a life or death situation. Okay, Edelyn, come sit in the front.
I told you. I tried to help.
I'm done giving warnings. Come sit in the front. I'll solve all the problems. No, it's not an option now. Well, then you have two choices. You come sit in the front or you leave the room.
I wasn't the one talking, but.
No, you weren't. But again, I got to start by moving someone. So
Exactly, so I wasn't the one talking about.
again, Luis wasn't the only one talking the other day either, but I moved him. So sorry, you were the one who I picked. When someone else talks, I'll move them again. Okay? Because again, ladies and gentlemen, I gave you multiple chances many times, and you keep messing them up. So I'll take care of the situation. Okay? Calvin, I'm sorry. We were talking about what sense you're willing to give up.
taste.
Taste. Okay. Brianna. Smell. Virginia. Smell. Obviously not sight, right? Okay. Cynthia. Smell. Okay.
Can I explain my reason?
I have no idea which one I would give up, ladies and gentlemen. I think smell is the easy answer. Definitely wouldn't want to give up taste, though. Definitely wouldn't want to give up taste. Enjoy eating too much and things like that and tasting food. Plus, could you imagine eating something that tastes terrible and not knowing it? That would be a bad thing because you couldn't taste anything anymore.
I already guess. I think you would give up hearing.
I could probably survive without hearing. I probably could. Wouldn't want to give up sight, about how we get about 90% of our information. Hearing wouldn't be bad, because think about it, I'd be great as a teacher if I couldn't hear you. That'd be awesome. Awesome. So, all right. I guess that's what I'd have to go with, ladies and gentlemen. All right, today we're going to understand a little bit more about hydrocarbons. Take out your computers, open them up to slide number 30, please. Slide number 30, please. Now, while the other day was the last day that I will accept any late or any missing work, ladies and gentlemen, you could still go on to Infinite Campus, look at your grade, and if there is something that I did not put into your grade that you have done, you need to let me know. I will check to see if it is done, and then I will put it into your grade. Now, if I check and it's not done, then I'm sorry. It's going to stay what it is. But if it is done and I have not put it into your grade, I will fix it for you. Okay? Excuse me. All right. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with a little activity in the back of the room. Yesterday, we talked about viscosity. We talked about how these 5 different liquids all flow at different rates, all move at different speeds, and we measured those yesterday. Today we're going to look at a different property. We are going to look at a property called tensile strength, ladies and gentlemen. And what tensile strength is it is how strong something is before it breaks. So we are going to look at 3 different things. We're going to look at the small black garbage bags that are in our bags or in our containers in the front. We are going to look at grocery bags like you get at the store, the plastic grocery bags like you would get at the store. And then we are going to look at a heavy-duty black trash bag like the ones that are in the containers in the back of the room or like you would put yard waste or garden waste in. So we're going to compare these 3 different types of bags. Now, when they make plastics, ladies and gentlemen, they do something called extrude it. What that means is they melt it, they get it into the shape they want, and then they let it cool and let it become a solid. So it comes out of a machine. And I was lucky enough that I had a job, ladies and gentlemen, where I worked in a plastic factory for a while. And we did not make garbage bags. We made plastic bottles. We made, at Halloween time, we made the plastic containers that like candy would come in. And the kids could use to go trick-or-treating, those plastic like pumpkin heads. And we made millions and millions of Gatorade bottles. But one year they sent me down to a trade show down in Chicago, and I got to watch how they could make garbage bags. And the machine, ladies and gentlemen, is probably about 5 stories tall. And they make these bags by the plastic coming out, and it goes straight up into the air. And then it goes up, and then it goes through a series of rollers, and it comes down. And eventually, ladies and gentlemen, it wraps around. It cuts the bags and seals them and puts them on a roll. Thank you, sir. Okay? So that's what happens with these bags. But when they make these bags, ladies and gentlemen, they make them out of long plastic chains. When they do that, ladies and gentlemen, the chains run one of 2 directions. So this is a garbage bag like you would find coming out of a heavy-duty bag for you to put your yard waste in, like is in the back of the room. Out of the machine, this is the end that opens, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the end, or this is the way it comes out of the machine and goes straight up into the air. So this is what we consider the long edge. Right here is considered the long edge. And then this way, going across, is what is considered the short edge. And we are going to compare garbage bags, these 3 kinds, the small black kind, a grocery bag, so technically not a garbage bag, and then a heavy-duty bag like this. And we're going to see if we can tell which way the bag is stronger. Is it made to be stronger this way, or is it made to be stronger this way? And that is what we are going to try to tell today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I wish there was a better way we could do this, but this is all going to be done by feel. So, when you go back into the back of the room, ladies and gentlemen, back into the lab station, at the table in the middle, there are pieces that look like this. Now, this is the one that comes from the trash bags that are used in these little garbage cans. Smaller trash bags, okay? Now, you will tell the ones that are from the heavier duty bags because they are, at the far end, they're a little bit thicker. You will notice that right away. They're a lot, these you can see through, these you cannot. And then on the top, in the back, ladies and gentlemen, are some white or yellow ones like this, and those are the grocery bags. The bags like you would find at a festival, the bags that you would find at a Pick and Save, the bags that you would find at a Target, the plastic bags. And the way this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen, is you are going to begin by making observations of the small black bags, the grocery bags, and the black trash bags. 3 observations again. And then what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, is they are labeled for you. Long edge, and they are labeled short edge. And what you are going to do is you're going to, with your partner, Cynthia is going to help me here, hold that edge. You're going to hold it along the biggest part with one hand. And Cynthia and I are going to gently pull this apart until it breaks. Are you ready? Okay, go ahead. Okay. Now, we're now going to take, that was the short edge. Now we're going to take and do the same thing with the long edge. Okay, make sure you have the whole end. Okay. And we are going to have to make a decision between the 2 of us. Which bag was easier to break and which bag was harder to break. And let me rephrase that. They're the same bag. But was it easier to break it along the long edge, meaning this one was easier to break, Or was it easier to break the one along the short edge? And you have to decide which one you and your partner think. Okay? And then you will move on to the next type of bag. Now, there are 2 slides that you are going to have to fill out. This one is where you are going to make your observations. And the next one is where you are going to make your decision. So, when we did the small black garbage bag, short edge and long edge, which one was easier to break and which one was harder to break? Okay? That is what you are deciding on. Now, when you do this, please try to be consistent. What I mean by that is, try holding the bag the same exact way each time. Do not hold it in the middle. Hold it at the end. Hold it the same way. And don't jerk it away from the other person. Slowly pull it away from them, seeing how much force it takes to break it. Okay? And you are ultimately going to make an observation for each type of bag. Does it break easier on the long edge or does it break easier on the short edge? Questions? All right. All right. So there are 19 of you in here today, ladies and gentlemen. So there will be one group of 3. Everybody else will be alone. Everybody else will be in groups of 2. So, here's what I want. The one group of 3. You are going to be the group that goes to that station over there and does your work at that station over there. So if you are not over at that station, right behind Genesis and Natalie, you are not a group of 3. You are a group of 2. Everything you need is in the middle section of the lab, ladies and gentlemen. Everything you need is sitting there for you. So it is all waiting there for you. All you need to do is grab it and get going. Hang on a second, though. Let me finish getting attendance here. Because 2, 4, 6, 8. Sit down, please. Sit down so I can get attendance. Who else am I missing? Marissa. That's who I'm missing. All right. Got attendance, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Okay. When you go to your station, take one of each bag to your station. Do not take all 3 kinds. Pick one kind of bag. Hang on, Genesis, hang on. If you took from that corner there, take from the other corner. If you're taking off the top, take one of each off the top. If you're taking from this corner here, take one of each. Put that one back, Manny. Start with just one kind of bag at a time so you do not get confused. Take, Manny, you're not listening up. Take the white one as well. You've got one kind of bag, both bags. Now go work on that. Okay? Now go work on that. Who's your third person? Huh? Then you should not be in that station because, again, I said that station was for our group of 3. Okay? Faith, you need to get with the group, or you need to get with the group because you can't do the pulling part alone. So you can come and work with one of these groups if you want. We'll put you over there. We'll get you over there. Normally, who are you working with? Can Jordan come and join you, please? That's where you. Okay, go ahead, Jordan. You guys can work over there. Grocery bags are the yellow and the white. The small garbage bags are down at this end. The heavy garbage bags are down at this end. Okay?
What do you mean by long edge and short edge?
It is written on there. Look at what it says. That means that it goes with the bag, the long way of the bag or up and down. Short edge means it goes across the bag.
When we rip it from this side, it's flip it over.
Did you watch what I was doing, or were you busy playing your games?
Damn, I died.
Okay, then read the instructions. Yes, if you made your observations, you can take and you can pull the bags to see which one is the strongest and which one is the weakest. Well, now you got to start all over again, considering that's not what you're supposed to be doing. No, that isn't feeling the texture, pulling it apart. Feeling the texture is when you put it between your fingers and you do this. You always pull from these two ends. It's just that this is the short, this is cut across the short edge of the bag. The other one is cut along the long edge of the bag.
Yeah, it is the plastic bag.
Make sure you grab one hand. One hand. And you
When there's a plastic bag,
make sure you got a good grip on that end.
Plastic is the
And now you want to wrap in the back. Okay. Now, get a bag that has the short edge. You're going to do the same thing, and you're going to see if you can tell the difference. Okay, now we need only one brace. Yes, throw it away. When you're done, you have to throw them away, ladies and gentlemen. They aren't any good to us when they are brick.
Keep your phone on the desk.
So now we
Gently pull it apart. And then every time you pull it, you just grip it the same way. This is the one that's cut along the short edge of the bag going from across. And that's the long edge you're going no matter which one you start.
So today,
Yesterday, you threw you out of the group.
Miss Friend.
Just a two, asshole.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye. This is the.
Again, you're trying to be consistent. When you pull, you have to pull hard enough to pull it apart, but don't one time pull really fast and the next time pull really slow. You want to hold it the same way, you want to hold it in the same spots, and you want to see what causes it, which one is harder to break and easier to break. That is the small garbage bag, yes.
I think you just got a couple. This is a small trash bag. I think you just got a couple of those.
Oh, no, I have these labels. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Where is this plastic trash? Big bag or small garbage bag? The trash bag was the big one that you did. The garbage bag was there, sorry. On your second page, ladies and gentlemen, it's called plastic wrap. I should have changed that. It should say small garbage bag.
I got an answer. Go ahead.
Now you decide which one rips easier, this one or that one. So you have to do them both. And then you see if, okay, when it's being pulled along the long edge, is that stronger than being pulled along the short edge?
Okay, so
This is the small garbage. This is the grocery bag up here. And that is the trash bag.
I'll take them out.
Small plastic bag would be here. Our grocery bag would be up there.
Jail.
Teacher, which was the small black article?
This one here. Hello, sir. What's that? You do not need to sign in. Your teacher already called and told me what's going on.
Hey, so why can't we sit here?
Because there's a sign there that says "Do not sit here."
Actually, just question. Sir, what am I? Quick question. What do I gotta do for the labs?
Well, one, you got to make sure you've opened them up so that I can put the alternate assignments in for you, and then you need to complete the alternate assignments.
All right.
So if there's any of those labs that you have not opened up, go open up the labs right now. It should say alternate assignment at the top. If it doesn't, let me know which ones don't, and I will put in the alternate assignments.
Like the first words is like alternate.
It literally says it at the top. Alternate assignment for missing students or AA at the top. Somehow that desk got slid over.
Yo con uno le sacó así bien chingo. For the one, because there's one that you're supposed to like. Oh, pues es el de las bolsas. Because you're supposed to find how many are in the bag.
Pero qué culero, recuerdo. El otro día que dijo que si hacía los exámenes, que no iba a hacer que hiciera eso.
Oye, así se pasó de verga. ¿Qué le hiciste, güey?
Nah, güey. After that, you know,
Usually with the back, so your group can give you the information.
Sí se pasó de verga.
Right there? I don't know the one you're for you.
Sit right here.
You
Sit right here. Sit right there.
People are asking.
That's fun. That's fun.
Just say, bro. What's so bad about this?
Sit right here.
Fellas, what do you need, sir? Well, you're walking around with the phone
Martin is not Kelly.
Bro, my phone's gonna keep vibrating once it turns on. My phone be going crazy.
It's all full. It was all full this year. They ain't let me join.
That's very good.
So what? I don't care, bro. I went to there. I use that to hide my stash.
Let's see through it. Let's
Oh, it's not, bro.
Oh my
Well, it can't be big. It's a girl. Keep saying my shit. You like this, you like this, you like this.
Wait, esa verga. Si es tú solo que cuando no estás aquí, solo que estos son los que se para la verga, I don't know that
Cuando
hubiera regresado por eso que están en el primero, güey. That's not that many, that's not, this one, it's technically 1, 2, 3.
Yo pensé que me daban mucho de los secos. Una hora media.
I'm nervous. Hell no. I was just thinking that process on. My bad. He said, I'm gonna make it easier to replace your haircut.
All right.
Oh, bro, what is this? Take like 4 to 10.
Hey, sir.
What flag is this? The box. Why not in it, bro?
Yes, Manny.
So it doesn't show missing, but it shows that you did not give a score.
For which one, Manny?
Math versus amount line.
Then we'll talk about it right after class today, okay, Manny? That's not the one I want. That is not. This is the one. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Now, please understand, this lab was entirely and or completely qualitative, meaning based on what you feel, based on what you see. There is nothing in here that is quantitative. There is nothing in here that we can put numbers to. So that makes this a little bit more difficult. Sir, I'm talking. You need to listen. Okay? Well, I understand that. But if you would have been here, we would have gotten it. You could get the information from him right after class. Okay? Well, I'm sorry about that, but I'm not stopping class because of that for you. So, again, you can figure it out after class and you can get the information that you need. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for this, we are going to simply take a vote. You are going to tell me for each of the 3, you're going to do a show of hands. You need to vote one way or another, and each partner will vote as to what you think for which one was the harder to break. Okay? So, let me get this set here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Manny, could you open that door for me, please? Thank you very much. I would appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Now, again, because this is quantitative or qualitative, ladies and gentlemen, people may have differing opinions, and that is absolutely fine. But let's see if we can find some common ground here. So let's begin with the small garbage bag. That is the one that was on this end of the table closest to all of you. Now, we have a choice between long edge and short edge. Now, there are 19 of you in here, okay? Because Osmar wasn't here when we did it. That's fine. How many groups feel that it broke easier along the long edge? When you pulled the long edge and stretched the long edge, how many people feel that that was the way that it broke easier? Raise your hand right now.
What was the question?
Was it the long?
When you pulled the small garbage bag, either the long edge was easier to break or the short edge. How many people think the long edge was easier to break? Raise your hand. What?
I felt like it was easy.
All right. How many people felt it was the short edge? Okay, Brianna, you got to pick one or the other. Long or short? What? Long edge or short edge? Which one? Long? Okay. So, 2 for long edge, 17 for short edge. All right, so now let's go to the grocery bag, the one that was on top, the yellow and the white one. So again, we have two choices, long edge and short edge. Okay? How many people felt the long edge was the easiest way to break this bag? Raise your hand. 1, 2. There is nothing wrong with your opinion. We have no numbers to make this decision. So it's basically by how you felt. 1, 2, 3. Jonathan, you, 4. How many people felt it was the short edge? Jonathan, you can't vote twice. Short edge, raise your hand. Amarian, pick one. Then raise your hand now. All right. What's your vote?
I vote long.
The short edge.
Well, that's what. Then you should have your hand up now because that's what I'm asking. Okay. Well, you need to wait until I'm done.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. Then we'll just have you all stand up that way. Then, dude, do the little bit that I'm asking from you. Raise your hand if you think it's short edge again, please.
Raise your hand.
Short edge. Raise your hand right now up above your head. So you're going long edge now. Because you're too lazy to raise it for short edge.
No, I thought about it and I remember.
Calvin, you're going long edge now.
No, already. All right. Good boy is crazy.
You know who's good back.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the trash bag, the heavy-duty trash bag like you would find for putting yard waste in. All right, how many felt that the short edge was the stronger of the two? Raise your hands. No one. No one felt the short edge was the stronger. Okay, so do you find these numbers weird, ladies and gentlemen?
No. It's showing that the long edge for all three of them for the strongest.
Well, it's not. When we voted garbage bag, more people said it was stronger for the short edge than the long edge. Did we get this wrong somehow?
You said.
Let's double check. Did I?
You said short edge is the strongest. You changed it up.
Yep, we're redoing it. So, for the small garbage bag, how many said the long edge was the stronger or harder way to break it apart? That one was the more difficult one. 1, 2, 3. Osmar, you can't vote because you weren't here. And the guys who you would have gotten the data from aren't even voting that way. So again, raise your hands up right now so I can see. You're saying that the long edge was the stronger or harder one, the more difficult one to break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. Let's go to the grocery bag. Okay, was the long, all right, how many say the long edge there was the harder to break apart? The harder to break apart. All right, and then finally the trash bag. How many say the long edge was the harder edge to break apart? All right.
Wait, why did all the numbers flip now?
For real.
So you did do it wrong.
Well, we're making sure that we are all on the same page now. So to make sure there's no confusion, we redid it to say we're all on the same page.
Should we find the average
So
No.
you make a mistake.
by doing it all over again?
So you don't need to find an average. Okay? So what can we say about plastic bags?
The less volume, the less strength.
How do we know that? The less volume, the less strength.
Like the shorter edge has less volume and it's weaker. Like there's less of it because it's short.
You realize that volume is 2 directions, 3 directions actually, correct?
Yeah.
So it would involve length, width, and
It
thickness.
does have
All of
width
them.
because it's like width, like a little plastic bag. The plastic bag has all of them. So you're telling me a plastic bag isn't volume?
You're getting there. To see
What I'm telling you is that volume is length times width times height.
Exactly.
And I'm agreeing that this is the thickest bag there.
Yeah, they all have it. They all have volume.
They all do. They're matter. All matter has volume.
Exactly.
Okay? All matter has volume. Okay? So I'm not arguing that point with you. But
What I just said, the more, the less volume, the weaker.
oh, thanks. Save me from having to close everybody's computer down for them. So what can we say about heavy trash bags?
That they're stronger.
Well, we know they are stronger. We know that they are thicker. There is absolutely no question that the heavy trash bags were the hardest to break.
That they're used for trash. Sorry.
Thank you. So are small trash bags. So can grocery bags be used for trash?
No.
But when you look at it, with the small garbage bag, was there a definite difference between long edge and short edge?
Yes.
Okay. Was there a definite difference in a trash bag between them?
Yes.
Really? 10 to 9 is a definite difference.
Nah, but there's a difference, but not a big difference.
Okay. So what could that mean about a large trash bag?
It's made more even.
So as the bag gets thicker, as the bag gets heavier, is it harder to tell the difference between the long edge and the short edge?
No.
Nah?
No. Because like, look, if you keep putting it in there, the bag will change shape.
Oh.
So it'll become more square.
I have no idea what you mean.
The short side was stretched
Like a water balloon.
Okay. I would agree with that a little bit more than again, depends on what you put inside it. It's going to take the shape of whatever you put inside it. Okay? But maybe with a heavy trash bag, they are stronger in both directions than the thinner bags. Harder to tell the difference between them. Okay? Harder to tell the difference between them. With a small garbage bag, every group, every person said that the long edge was stronger than the short edge. Why do you think it's important for bags for the long edge to be stronger than the short edge?
because when you pick it up,
What about it?
The weight goes to the bottom, so it stretches out more.
Okay. So normally for most bags, when you use them, we would like them to be strong the long way because, as you just said, if you're carrying groceries, if you're carrying trash in the bag, it's going to be pulling down on the bag. Most of the time, you don't stuff so much in there, although you can, where it pushes out to the sides. A bag does not need to be nearly as strong going to the sides as it does going long ways. Okay? Most of the time, a bag is in some sort of can, some sort of container. We are not worried about it stretching out to the sides, but when we pick it up, we are worried about it stretching that way. So we want it to be as strong as we can in the long direction. But again, maybe with a heavy-duty trash bag, because it's so much thicker, it's harder to tell the difference between the two. even though we aren't using actual data, even though we aren't using numbers, we could still make some conclusions based on it. Okay? Some conclusions based on it. All right. Now, come back here for a minute with me, ladies and gentlemen. Close your computers and follow me.
My mama said don't follow strangers.
Good thing I'm not a stranger, Manny. I'm your teacher.
God damn.
Gather around this one table over here, please, ladies and gentlemen. Right
That's
here.
right. That's right.
Bro, stop, bro.
Bro,
Bro, you got to keep
I got you,
moving,
bro. I'm good at kneeling.
You got to keep moving.
Oh, hell no, bro. That's
You haven't seen it?
Huh?
You haven't seen
I already had it last time. I took you 11 AP last
Hey,
time.
hey,
Oh, I
hey.
need your help, bro. Literally.
Whether it's accurate or not.
I'm a genius in kneeling. I took I'm AP. I'm a 10.
I don't know what you guys are going to see back there.
Bro. No, event.
Don't worry. You can get closer to these people. They don't mind.
I won't bite you.
Okay? All right.
Oh, it smells like vinegar.
Whoa. Yes.
Very good. Vinegar is going to smell like vinegar.
You say so. Safety terrible.
Okay. So we have three different liquids here. We have water, we have vinegar, and we have alcohol. What are they doing as we are standing here? Wait. They're evaporating. Which one is evaporating more?
Alcohol.
Water.
Vinegar. Water.
You need to put it in.
Water, bro.
I didn't see you put it.
Well, then you shouldn't stand in the back and then be chirping about not being able to see things.
No, it's gone already. That's why you can't see it.
Like, can you do it again and see how fast it evaporates?
So, which one is evaporating the most?
Vinegar.
Alcohol. Now, also, ladies and gentlemen, please think about this. What do you smell? Nothing? No one smells alcohol, no one smells vinegar.
Oh, vinegar's gone already. We're still there.
Vinegar's still there.
Yeah,
Vinegar is still there.
alcohol's on the danger.
The alcohol is almost completely gone. Why?
Because that's into a gas station.
There's more alcohol
Why?
than vinegar.
Huh? No.
Why? I'm agreeing with you. Everything you're saying is absolutely correct, man. Why is alcohol turning into a gas quicker than the other two?
Because it has less carbon.
That oxygen. And
None of these have carbon chains.
I know.
Guys,
It was the cold temperature.
They're all room temperature.
They have different boiling points.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
I'm not heating them.
it's soaking into the fabrics.
What?
Oh, it's soaking into a solid tabletop.
Yeah, like when
No.
you-
No. If it were a soft porous material, I would agree with you. That is a solid tabletop. There is nothing soaking into it.
I can confirm it is solid.
So why is the alcohol evaporating
But this
first?
is it. It's
It's
alcohol.
less dense.
I know it is. There's got to be some reason that it does that.
You know it?
I do. I want you to know it. I want you to give me a possible reason.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Because Mother Nature is an alcoholic, I drink it.
Wow, that was very funny, bro.
Well, now that's the only reasonable explanation.
Yeah, that's not even a reasonable explanation.
Like the
You know it.
Something drank it while it was sitting there.
It's less dense.
acid. I feel like they have a chemical reaction to the
Okay.
oxygen in the air.
That's finally a possibility. Alcohol is less dense than water. Okay. It isn't it, but good answer. Good possibility.
Maybe because there's a certain type of elements in it that help it do it quickly.
Okay, good. So it's composed of different things than water or vinegar, so that makes it go quicker. All right, I'll accept that as a possible answer.
It burned away.
It burned away. No, not a possibility. It didn't burn. It didn't burn. All right, head back to your seats, please.
You weird. Oh, hell no. For really coming soon.
Dai, vai, llévatelo. Llévatelo, güey, pon el nombre.
Monday.
Teacher.
Okay. I was hoping you could come up with the answer because I've already given it to you.
I wasn't here.
Yeah, you were. What was it?
Oh, no, I didn't. I've opened up all of those.
After class,
The
talk to me
tabletop
about it.
doesn't focus on alcohol. The
What?
tabletop doesn't focus on alcohol. No, the tabletop does focus on alcohol.
The density.
It's the same thing with gasoline.
Okay.
Right?
The density.
What about gasoline?
They disappear.
Why?
No, it goes into
They got petrol in
absorbed by
it.
the air.
Okay, alcohol disappeared. It doesn't have petrol in it.
Air. Something
What?
with oxygen.
No, not oxygen. Why do some elements, some substances, evaporate faster than others?
Sublimation.
What? But they're all at the same temperature.
Sublimation.
No, sublimation. What is sublimation, Manny?
Hold on. What is it? Evaporation? Evaporation.
It correlates to those three magnets sitting on the door frame.
Oh, because of the weight.
Why are you searching it up?
The
Density, bro.
Alcohol is lighter.
No, it's not density.
Is alcohol lighter or
is it
something?
because of the
Alcohol is less dense than water. That is not it.
Cause you
Because of
Something
how
would
they
have been
react.
suction.
Because of how they react.
Those are not being suctioned by anything.
No, I'm talking about that.
Those are not being suctioned by anything.
They but a magnet. The electro waves.
No.
It's electromagnetic.
At least you're starting to think along some
The
decent
tabletop
lines.
is magnetic.
The tabletop is not
Is
magnetic.
it because of the
Oh, the electrons.
Because the valence shells are leaving.
What do you got, Genesis?
No, I already said it and you didn't know. I
The
said
valence shells.
Genesis.
I said what I said already. Because
What?
because of the act.
It does have to do with
The valence
viscosity.
shells are leaving. So
It does have to do with boiling
It
points.
has less viscosity.
That's a lower boiling point, so it already evaporated.
Oh yeah.
Agree. A lower boiling point means it evaporates easier. Agree with that, but it never got to its boiling point.
But it was getting there. So
No, it wasn't getting there. The temperature of that substance never changed the whole time. The tabletop was room temperature. The water, the alcohol, the vinegar were all room temperature. Temperature had nothing to do with it. But temperature is another example of why some things boil at a lower temperature than others. Why some things have a higher viscosity than others. Why some things have a greater tensile strength than others. All comes down to the same reason for those magnets.
they're electromagnetic.
Those are not electromagnets. Those are regular magnets. There's no electricity with those.
Oh, that's a
But again, Luis, yesterday you were the one who went over to them and did what?
The dimensions of the electron.
No, it does
The
not.
strength of the thing.
The strength of the thingy. Could you please be a little less specific? The strength of the thingy.
Viscosity?
Is part of it.
Oh.
So is boiling point. So is it being able to evaporate. All of those things go together, ladies and gentlemen.
Force of attraction.
What's a force of attraction, Manny?
Oh, when two things
Like a
that have
magnet in the middle.
Okay, hang on. Manny was talking. Please don't interrupt.
No, he
You
go
can
ahead.
have your chance in a minute.
You got the answer.
Go ahead.
Oh, when two objects have a kinetic energy.
No. Don't try to BS your way through this. What is force of attraction?
It's coming to each other.
Okay. What is a force, ladies and gentlemen?
Like pushing it.
What? What is a force?
I don't know.
Then why did you just say it? What is a force?
Faustino's at the door.
Good, that doesn't change. What is a force, Calvin?
Look, you're not forced to open a door.
Nah,
Like
like an
you're
example.
in a
Open the door.
pull,
Open the door.
pull, and then push.
So what is a force?
What you just did.
Which is?
Like Faustino, a force.
Exactly. A force is a push or pull. What does attraction mean, ladies and gentlemen? Pulling how? We just said a force is a push or a pull. What is a force of attraction?
It holds stronger than liquid together.
A force of attraction.
What does that mean?
Yeah. Like fishing.
I think
That's attracted to
It's a
the
string.
attracted to the bait.
Like a fish is hungry, he gets attracted to
To the bait.
the bait.
A force of attraction is when two things are pulled towards one another.
Oh, like
Right now, the magnet and the door frame are being pulled together.
It's like
That's what's holding these in place. Because what else is working on these things right now, ladies and gentlemen? What other
Gravity.
force?
You.
Gravity.
You.
I'm not touching them.
Oh, never mind.
Gravity.
The positive-
Which is a stronger force? The force of attraction or the force of gravity?
Attraction.
gravity.
No, it's not.
attraction.
Because if gravity was stronger, what would they be doing?
The ground.
They'd be falling to the ground, which is stronger.
Attraction.
The force of attraction. Force of attraction exists in all substances that are made of atoms. Now, what can you tell me about the forces of attraction in alcohol compared to the forces of attraction in water?
The force of attraction in alcohol is more greater because it evaporated faster.
Think about what you just said.
Attracted to
Does
the
it
air.
I don't even want to think
That's
about
why
it.
evaporated.
It's more.
It's not attracted to the air.
It's more.
No.
To the temperature.
No.
Water is
Why are we really
attracted
sure
to
about this?
It's all we're talking about. Please listen. We are not talking about the water, the alcohol, or the vinegar being attracted to anything else. It's not attracted to the table. It's not attracted to the air. It's not attracted to anything else. The force of attraction is what holds the water, the alcohol, and the vinegar together. It is what keeps the water molecules in this container together from just going flying off into the air as a gas particle. The forces of attraction within the water molecules themselves hold the water together.
So like when you wipe the water and vinegar, they like spread it, right? So they're not
They
like
just spread a lot and it looked like it was
They're
gone.
unattracted when you put them down.
What?
They're unattracted.
What do you mean they're unattracted?
'Cause there's
So
no
why
container
would they
holding it.
suddenly be unattracted to each other?
Because they're not in a solid container.
No. Forces of attraction. So you're telling me, please listen. If I take this magnet off of here, is it still attracted or did I shut off the forces of attraction?
Still attracted.
I shut it off? Where is the switch on here that I turned it
You
off?
stopped it. I'm sorry. You stopped it.
I didn't even stop it.
Gravity.
If I move it back close, what's going to happen?
They get stronger to each other, right?
If I move it back close, what happens?
Sticks back to the
It
metal.
sticks back again. It doesn't turn on because I bring it close to the metal. It doesn't turn off because I bring it away. That force of attraction is always there. However, if I move it far enough away from the metal, now if I let it go, why does it fall to the ground?
Gravity stronger.
Because gravity is the stronger force. Gravity is the stronger force pulling it to the ground. If I put it near the metal, that force of attraction is the stronger force.
What does that have to do with the alcohol?
Well, this is like the alcohol. This is like the vinegar. And this is like the water. What is the difference between these three magnets?
The color.
Good. Yes. I'm sorry. That's obviously what is different about them. You are correct about the color, except for the fact that they're all on the back side. Well, this is the same color as that. So it's not color.
The mass of
The magnetic force is different.
The amount of force. One of these magnets is stronger than the other. So what can you say about the force of attraction for that magnet?
Like since water has no taste, it's weaker. And then
What can you say about the force of attraction with the magnet that is hardest to get off of the frame? No, you're not listening. What can you say about the forces of attraction in the magnet that is hardest to pull off of the metal frame?
it's more attractive.
What, Jonathan? It has a stronger force of attraction. They are not equal. There are some that are stronger and some that are weaker. Now, think about vinegar, water, and rubbing alcohol. Why does one evaporate faster than the other?
Because it just does.
What?
It's weaker.
What's weaker?
Force of attraction.
The forces of attraction in alcohol are weaker.
But what is alcohol attracted to that? It could be.
It's attracting to itself. That's what I'm telling you. Each particle in there is attracting to another particle in there.
Oh wait, so since
That is what it's attracting to. That is what holds that water together. There is a force of attraction that keeps the water together.
But he said that.
yeah, I did say
Who said that?
He said it's spread. That's why.
No, not spreading. There is a force of attraction between the molecules that keeps it from evaporating. Now, yesterday, why would one substance flow faster than the other?
Because of the forgot the name. The
Viscosity.
The viscosity. I'm agreeing with you. But what do forces of attraction have to do with viscosity?
The flow.
What about it?
The
Think about it.
The force of attraction.
What about them?
what makes the liquid more like easier or like harder to flow?
What do forces of attraction have to do with that? What are the forces of attraction if a liquid doesn't flow very easily?
So the thicker the fluid, the more stronger the attraction.
Thank you. The stronger the forces of attraction, the less able that liquid is to flow. The weaker the forces of attraction, the easier that liquid is to flow.
Opening up your assignments. If you open that shit up, it's gonna be your assignments.
Okay. Well, I doubt it this whole time.
You can open it up. There is no games on that computer.
None?
On my
None
life.
on the internet. None on the internet, huh, Manny?
The hell's the point of being a spoon? Close it up. I don't need it anymore. I was opening up your assignments.
Okay. Sorry, Manny. My bad then. You were playing games earlier, though, right?
And you told me to stop, and I stopped.
Okay. My bad then, Manny. I apologize. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. Okay? So, if we look at forces of attraction, ladies and gentlemen, they're the forces that hold liquids and solids together. Weak forces of attraction weakly hold things together. Strong forces of attraction strongly hold them together. It's easy to break things apart if there's weak forces. Things will evaporate easier. By the way, what is the only state of matter that you can smell? No, not a solid. Okay, those are the three. Solid, liquid, gas. Which one can we smell?
Yes.
all of them.
No, you cannot smell a solid. You cannot smell a liquid. You can only smell a gas. That is the only state of matter that you can smell. The only one. Now, why can you smell alcohol? Because it has weak forces of attraction holding the liquids together, which become a gas easier, which means it puts them into the air and you can smell them. Perfume is the same way. It is designed so that it will easily go to a gas. Why? Because that's the only way you will be able to smell it. So, even if something is a solid, like a rose, and you smell it, you are not smelling the solid rose. What are you smelling? The gas that it is giving off. Otherwise, you could not smell it. If you try to smell a liquid, ladies and gentlemen, they call that drowning. Get out of the pool. Okay? So, all of these things go together. Low boiling point, low viscosity, easy to break apart. Strong forces of attraction, hard to break apart, high boiling point, high viscosity, thick liquids. Okay? So these are the things that are hard to break apart. These are the things that are easy to break apart. The last thing, ladies and gentlemen, what does it have to do with carbon chains? Shorter the carbon chain, the weaker the forces of attraction, the lower the boiling points, the less viscous it will be, the easier it will be to boil. High forces of attraction come in long carbon chains. Higher boiling points, higher viscosity, things like octane, nonane, and decane. Questions, ladies and gentlemen? Good. Good. On Monday, we will review for your test, and on Tuesday, we will take your test. It's a little smaller than normal, but it's still a test. On Wednesday, we will tell you what is on the final. We will tell you what you have going into the final, and then on Thursday, we will take the final. Questions? All righty, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for today. Now, which ones do you need me to replace, man? Okay. Again, man, I'm sorry. But if you're going to get pissy about it, I can't help you anymore.
This ain't the first time you do some shit like that. I'm done.
And this isn't the first time that you have been sitting there playing games while I've been talking
You
and
told me
ignoring.
to stop, I stopped. It's that simple.
It isn't always that simple, man. Because you did it again the next day, right? So if I told you to stop, so I have to tell you that every day, to stop and pay attention.
Because I'm the only one that's doing shit.
You're not, Manny. I'm sorry. You're right, but your situation is different than other people's right now.
Of course it is. All right, then.
I'm trying to get you to pass. I don't want you to have to take the course.
If you want to replace them, go ahead. If not, it's cool.
Have you opened them up?
Yes, all of them.
Which ones?
All
Which ones need to be
All
replaced?
the ones that were on the paper, I opened them up. If you want
And
to replace
all
them,
of them?
go ahead.
Manny, what I'm asking is, are there any that you were started on that don't need to be replaced?
No.
So every missing assignment that you have,
Every missing lab that was on that paper, I opened it. If you want to replace them, go ahead.
and you didn't start any of those. You weren't here for any of those. Okay, man. I will get that done as soon as class is over. Yes, sir. I will get it back to you. Hang on.
That's why he got
He's sitting behind us, bro.
because he holds his back.
You know,
I played ice for like 3 days.
Oh, I think of a pterodactyl.
Then you take the Zola bird, bro.
Yeah, I do that, bro.
You can?
You can tame anything.
Well, you don't play art,
Bro, nah. The only thing I think
more than your art character. Mine look like Calvin.
Mine had long legs.
Mine look like a medium, bro. Like a shorter foot wide.
Mine had long legs. Good like.
My mom was like a little midget.
Bro, mine was
Wide.
like eight though, bro.
Hey, Dizzy, because he is.
Why did it post the video? That's when I got messed up. Why is the dick riding, bro? The dick riding is crazy.
Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good weekend.
Good luck, Mr. Brand.
Oh, thank you.
Who did that to you? Who did that to you?
Just fucking the sea, bro.
Who did that to you?
You're weird. It's because I told him to post a bad photo.
Nigga, I said who did that to you, bitch? Where's the leader at?
I will be. Hey.
Hey, come to the